Hello, 8th grade digital photography students. Welcome to our quarter 2, week 2 online learning. And we just recently started talking about photo montage, surrealism, and you're going to be creating a photo montage that is based off of a dream. What we need to do now, though, is learn some skills in Photopea because we're online learning at home, so we don't have access to Photoshop. You know how to do most of these things in Photoshop. And Photopea is mostly almost the same, but it's got a couple different things, and the interface is just a little bit different. So I'm going to walk you through how to do some of the things that you need to do to cut out your objects from a photograph and then insert them onto a different surface and a different artboard. So I want you to think about today is how can you use the selection tools in Photopea to alter photographs and create a unique composition? And then how can you juxtapose seemingly unrelated objects to communicate an element from your dream? So that's your big idea. We're going to do a sample today, though. So your goal today is to apply the magic wand or the quick selection tool in Photopea to combine several photographs. And we're going to do more than two, actually. We're going to do three. I have a turkey, a daisy, and a moon. And then you're going to use the Paintbucket tool to paste a solid color for your background. So these are three unrelated objects. They came from three different photographs with different backgrounds, but we're going to select the objects, the main subjects, which are the turkey, the daisy, and the moon, and then get them onto a new composition. Okay. I have also in your slideshow done some resources taken directly from Photopea. This is the magic wand, and that's the quick selection. I'm going to focus on the quick selection right now. That's the tool I will use because I think this is the better of the two tools. It's a more advanced selecting tool, and it works pretty well with the photographs that we have. I do want to set a reminder here that here is a resource list for Creative Commons images that you're free to use in your photo montage. My three images came from Google, and you can do Google searches, and mine are Creative Commons photographs, of course. So I'm able to use them in a work of art, and I'm not taking anybody's artwork that doesn't want me to take their artwork. So they're free use. Here are some more resources as well for your artwork that you start. So let's go to Photopea to start, and I'm going to do a new project. And we can just get to Photopea by photopea.com. Remember, let's type in photo montage practice. That's what we're going to do. Get out of the pixels right here, and remember, make it inches. And it's 17 by 10. That's okay, but I'm just going to make it 10 by 8. And I'm going to bump the DPI up to 150, or you could do 300. And I'm going to create. This is just a practice. So we're just going to click create now. Perfect. So here's my artboard. You can see this interface is really similar to your other Photoshop interface. You've got your tools on the left, and then you've got some more panels with your layers and channels we use to do the double exposure, if you remember that. But right now you just need to focus on your channels layer, and you're right here, your channels tool, and then over here, we're going to be using the selection tool right here, okay? And remember, if you right click, actually, on the Chromebook, I got to double click. I'm going to be using that quick selection tool, okay? So I don't need that yet. Right now, what I need to do is find those images and then pull them into this artboard and this document, right? So to do that, let's go to our Google Classroom. Remember, we got to go to classwork here, and then I can scroll up and see it's an online learning at home. And then I've made an assignment for you guys, and I've put those images right in there. So let's go to view the assignment and download these three photographs into our Google Chromebook. Get them on the Chromebook. Okay. So I'm going to open up the daisy image and go through these and do them one at a time. Here I go. Now I don't see the option to download yet, so I need to open up the more actions with the three dots. Then I'm going to open it up in a new window, and this should allow me to download it. there is my little icon that lets me download. So I'm going to select that, and now the daisy is going to download to my Chromebook. I'm going to go and do this with the other images that I have here. You need all three of these. So let's do this with a turkey photo. Open it up in a new window and download. I'm gonna get these out of my windows. Download complete. Perfect. So there's the turkey, and I have one more picture. I have a photograph of the moon. Okay, open up those three little icons with the open a new window action. And then hit the download icon. So once these three items, these three JPEG pictures are in your Chromebook, now you can actually pull them into Photopea. So I'm going to go back to Photopea, and I don't want to see this on my screen. So here I go. Now I'm going to go to File. And now I want you to open and place. Okay, so select Open and Place. And they should be the three photographs that have just been uploaded. You can see them right here. If you want, you can go into images. They're already in downloads, but they're not on Drive, right? Because I didn't put them on Drive. I downloaded them to my Chromebook, okay? So I wonder if I can hold Shift and select all three of these. And I can do that. Okay, so, and then I'm going to hit Enter. And I think they're going to open them up and place them. And it's nice because you see they're placed in three different layers, which is exactly what I want, okay? And I can manipulate the sizes later. So let's just hit the selection tool, or the check to accept my my size. And I think I need to do that in the moon as well. Now, see, they're on top of each other, so you actually can't see my moon. So let's actually work with the daisy first. I'm going to kind of work quickly here. I'm not going to do the whole process for you like you see in my sample here, but I'm going to kind of get you to that point where you can see what to do. Let's unlock my background first. I'm going to hide these by clicking on the eyeball so I can't see those pictures. And let's use the Paintbucket tool and fill our background with a color, okay? Now, the Paintbucket tool is hiding underneath the gradient tool. So hover your cursor over the gradient tool and use your two fingers to click, which is like a right click, but it's on a Chromebook. It's doing two double fingers. And then click the Paintbucket tool. Now I need to select what color I want, which is right here. So I double click that, and I kind of liked my violet thing I had going on. So I'm going to select kind of like a purple, and then I'm going to just click it. Oops, and I want to switch those. My apologies. And then I'm going to do that. I'll click it again. Okay, so there's your fill right here, and this must be your stroke down here. Okay, so here's my background color. Perfect. Now I'm done with that. I don't want to touch it. Do you see my lock icon right there? I'm selected on the background, and now I can select the lock icon.